Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
You have found your way back onto The Local Show with Tom and Steve from Zoey Advertising, broadcasting from the Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan Studios. Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts, Steve, you are good friends with John Murphy, attorney John Murphy, and you've hung out for quite some time with him and done a little golfing and things like that. John's not around, so I'm going to give you the opportunity to say anything you want.
Just to be clear, he's healthy and everything.
Yes, he is.
I was going to say, I just saw him last week.
John's no longer with us.
John
He's out golfing somewhere.
No, he's
Trying to perfect his
doing
game.
some things, yes, and he's becoming a better golfer. But so when John and I met in Chicago, by the way,
right, which is
a whole
weird.
bunch of years ago, that's where we actually met, and he has really grown the business. And our clients, Tom, you know, our clients become our friends here, Sheila, and our clients
Yes.
we really care about, and we care about them and how they grow their business and how they
Right.
put out the message. And over the years, John's had really one message: we're going to help you protect your home and life savings.
Yeah.
And if you don't make a plan, the government's got a plan. Anybody want the government's plan? No. So they are doing the wills and the trusts, and you don't have to be a rich person if you want to protect your home for your kids. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it's a good idea to seriously consider.
Keep the camp in the family.
Keep the camp
right?
in the family, and we did that with our camp up north. So have that conversation. Don't put it off, because time is not your friend in these things.
That's right.
So safeharborwillsandtrust.com. Connect with them there. They have a phone if you want. If you're a phone person, 370-9977. That's an easy one, 370-9977. Tom, that's in the 315 area code.
The big one.
The big one, yes.
Right.
I saw John last week.
There we go.
Yeah,
yes.
we were at
So he's healthy and everything.
He was.
Okay.
And we were at the senior fair that Nancy Relly
right,
put on
right, yeah.
at the regional market. It was extremely well attended. It was fantastic.
By the way, the woman speaking to us right now is Sheila Ohstrom from Senior Home
That's
Care.
not the way you do that. What you say is,
Go ahead. I'm not the professional. No, it's just okay. I'll back up. Tom,
what you would have done is say, we're talking with Sheila Ostrom right there, owner of Senior Home Care and Alzheimer.
See,
so
that's why you're
you don't
the
have to be so obvious.
Yes, as she butts into the show, right, with
that's
her
okay.
opinions.
Hey, look, there's someone else here.
Yes.
So that was well attended, though. Where was
Super.
it? That was at the E Shed.
Yes,
not
it
the
was.
F Shed.
It was at the E Shed. It was a fantastic day. The weather was fabulous, and we probably had about 350 seniors go by.
Look at that.
It was the best attended senior fair we've had this year.
Goodness. How old do you think they were? Like, are you seeing more seniors that are more, in that 60 and up, or is it more?
This one was a nice mix of people.
Okay.
I would say 60 and up. A lot of people over 70, because there was more of a focus on places to live.
Oh, right. Okay.
And that was great. But she'll have another one in the fall in September that's focused on when you retire, what do you do?
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that when that gets closer.
So you know what we should do is let's get Bob Carbone from Piano and Organ Center.
He's old,
to bring an organ over there, and then we'll have Mom playing sing-alongs with the organ at the senior fair.
That would be
People
nice.
would love that, right?
She has music there. She has the power of two.
Oh, there you
so
go.
your mom could just come and then play her keyboard.
Yeah. Okay.
just bring a keyboard.
There you go.
I thought you wanted Bob just because he was old.
No, Bob's old too. Bob, you're old. We know that. But no,
That's
you never. It
wonderful.
sounds like it was worth the time.
Oh, it was.
That's good.
Yeah, people really enjoyed
Sheila,
it,
tell
so.
people what you do.
So I own a company called Senior Home Care and Alzheimer Solutions, and we help people stay in their homes and apartments as long as possible by providing all different kinds of services. People with dementia, people without dementia. So we do a little bit of everything.
Now, you were talking before the show, and you said you wanted to talk about something, and I can't remember what it was, so go ahead.
All right.
What did you want to talk about?
Folks our age, Tom, folks our age have short-term memory loss.
Yes.
But that just comes with the baggage.
Yes,
That just
normal
comes with the age.
aging.
Yes,
Normal aging.
normal.
Yeah, she wanted to talk about things, folks that are taking care of their families, maybe out of town. People come into town.
Okay. So you were
Yes.
listening.
And
Steve was listening.
And some things change, and maybe they get exposed to some different dynamics, right?
Absolutely. So we get a lot of calls this time of year, and I'm like, what? We should talk about this, because maybe this will help some of these out-of-town families. and how they can better support the person who's taking care of their parent.
Right.
So let's be honest, there's always one person that ends up being the lead person to take care of a parent or parents, and they tend to be the one who lives close by.
Sure.
So they are, busy doing that day to day. Day to day, they have to make sure they have meals and that they have meds and that they're getting stuff from the grocery store. They may even be more involved because the person has some cognition issues, so they can't leave them alone all the time.
Yeah.
So the families will call up and say, I need a vacation, and I don't know how to make that happen because I'm here with mom and dad 24 hours a day, and I only have a helper a couple times a week so I can get out of the house. And so, we talk about some different things with these families. And first off, is there someone else in the family that can come and spend a week to give you respite? And some families are successful in doing that. It can also cause a lot of angst because there's different ways that we each, just because you do something different doesn't mean it's wrong. And the person who is generally caring for a loved one, there's specific routines and there's specific ways things are done. And if someone comes in that isn't used to that routine, they may do it a little differently. And as a family member, you do need to kind of let it go as long as they're safe. That's the whole goal is to keep them safe so you can have respite and get away.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that we talk about. There's also some of the facilities will actually take a person for a week for respite so you can get away. And there is a program that's income-based through Nescentia Health that can help provide respite for some families as well.
Adult daycare is popular.
Adult daycare as well. That's another way that you can find some respite. And then when the family goes on their vacation that cares for the loved one and they come back, then they're all in again. And people say, how can I change this so that I can get more time away?
That would be you, wouldn't it?
That would be us.
Okay.
We're definitely some of those people. We can kind of pick up some of those things so you have some respite. Right. And I also recommend to families, the people who live out of town can support you throughout the year in different ways. So generally speaking, they're bored. A lot of these seniors are bored at home.
Yeah.
You need to set up a phone tree. Have a phone tree so that, the brother calls every day or every other day at a certain time so that there's some engagement on the phone with them. Or if the person has cognitive decline and they're sundowning, what time do you want them to call? Between 5 and 8 when they're really confused and you need a distraction. So we recommend that. The other way your people from out of town can help is to provide some funds to offer respite care. Since they can't be here to do the care themselves, ask them to help fund a person like us so that we can have someone come in and give your sister
wonderful.
a break.
Sheila, you do so well in this space with senior help and senior home care. 469-1000 is her number. Very simple number. Write that down. 469-1000. And you would have this kind of conversation with people.
Oh, yeah.
Even if they didn't right away take your services.
Oh, no. People call us for information all the time because they don't know where to go.
Right.
And anyone in healthcare who's in home care who's trying to do care for seniors, they're in it to help people. So if they can't help you, generally they're going to try to get you in the right direction.
And SyracuseSenior.com is the information there too.
That's correct.
SyracuseSenior.com. And like Tom said, 469-1000. Talk to Sheila and her team and sort some things out.
Thank you so much for being here again, Sheila, and you have a wonderful rest of the day.
You too. I love coming on the show. One of these days, I'm going to be the host.
I would love to have you as a co-host.
As a guest host one day.
Wait a minute. Where did I go?
If
you're out fishing.
We'll have you on as a co-host from now until, December. All right. Dr. Joe and Dr. Mike Fallon coming up next. Owners of Fallon & Fallon Family Dentistry right here on the local show on 570 WSYR.